practice my piece. Can't wait for the master class. Yes. Hello. We're at the deli right now. We just did the master class. It went pretty good. But overall, I did pretty good. The master class guy mainly just wanted to focus on, I think I got nervous, so I started going like that, and I just had to relax. But now we're eating, and then I have a technique class. I'm not sure if my mom has though. Good job, Abby. So I got a chicken panini and some salt and vinegar chips and some chicken. Oh no, it's not chicken. Cheddar and broccoli soup. And mom got some tomato and basil soup and some chips and also a chicken panini. Tea! Hello! I'm gonna go over kind of what went on, but like what you didn't see. So Dr. John Fidel, he went over a really neat vibrato exercise. Let me get my violin. So he called it glossing the string, but what he had us do was gloss the string really big motion and start getting a smaller motion and even smaller until you're in the spot where you want to be, but you still maintain that fluid wrist motion. That way that gets your wrist nice and loose for when you're doing vibrato, because some people have a tendency to do vibrato really stiff, and then you can't do that. So I thought that was pretty neat, and actually that doesn't, for me, in my opinion, that doesn't pertain to just beginners that are trying to learn vibrato. I found that when I do that exercise, even before I play as a warm-up, that makes my vibrato super loose compared to if I don't do it. So I thought that was a pretty neat point and a good way to explain vibrato. Let's see, what's the next? Oh, windshield wiper. So one of the girls at the master class, when she was playing with a super stiff wrist because she got nervous, and that was the way she expressed her nervousness. Oh, I should stop waving that around. But she had a super stiff wrist, and he had her do the windshield wiper, which shifted the balance point of your hand on the bow. So when you're holding like this, it's a nice balance between your first finger and your pinky. But when you start turning it this way, as you might notice, or I don't know if you can notice on camera, but the weight on your hand is more on the pinky. See, I can but as you turn it more towards your right, or would be your left, am I right? Then all the weight shifts to the first finger. So that really just helps you, see what I put, make the weight more, what did I write? transferring the weight of the hand to make it more fluid and not stiff. As you're going up and down, the weight kind of transfers between the first finger and the pinky a little. And actually, he didn't teach me this part, but my first orchestra teacher, when he was teaching us violin, because I learned in middle school orchestra, he taught us this really neat technique that at first I didn't really get, but as time went on, I actually got what he was saying. So he called it smelling the wrist. So when you're watching Ray Chen or Hilary Hahn or whoever, professional violinist, you can notice that their wrist does this little maneuver, kind of, when they're going up and down. Especially when they're going all the way up, then you can see their wrist kind of go all the way up like that. So our teacher did smelling the wrist, and he had us go like, and then we had to go, and then down, and then up, and then down, and I thought that was really neat. And it actually helps me, because sometimes my wrist just stays in the same position, and it just, yeah, you don't want that. You want it nice and flexible and loose. Also to get a really nice tone. So that's another thing. Sight reading. Okay, so in this talk I decided to tell you about my sight reading class in this format so that it's a little easier to understand with the visuals. In my sight reading class, the teacher went over a sight reading technique called stars. So the S stood for signature. Signature can relate to time signature, so it's 2/4 or cut time. Can also relate to key signature, which is in this case key of E, and that might change throughout the piece. So you might just want to look, and it doesn't look like it does. So the T stands for tempo. So you want to think to yourself, is this fast or slow? So in this case, it's allegro, which very fast. And does the tempo change? From what I can see, it does not. Next, the A stands for accidentals. So scan the piece for sharps, flats, and naturals. In this piece, there are quite a few accidentals. Lot of accidentals, especially here, down here. Next, R stands for rhythm. So scan the piece for tricky rhythms. Looks like there are lots of triplets. Triplet, lots of triplets, which those aren't too complicated. Next, we have two S's. For one S for shifting. So where do I need to shift? Quite a few places. Maybe right here maybe. And then the last S is style. Are there articulations? What style period is the piece known? And so, yeah, there's a lot of different bowings, I would say right here. So this is all stuff I learned that you need to keep in mind before you sight read. Especially a piece like Don Juan, which they made us sight read. So just remember stars and you should be pretty good. Hemi! He told us before you look at a piece of music, it's okay to take your time to go over stars, signature, tempo, accidentals, rhythm, shifting, and style, or style shifting, before you sight read, especially at an audition when you're really nervous and you just want to get done with it. So, like me, I'll just go for it without looking for that kind of thing, and I need to know that. This was really good for me because I need to learn to just relax and take a breath and look at all these things before I sight read. I don't think I have any more to talk about. Let's see, let me recap. Well, overall, it was a really fun outing with my mom. Would I go to the Strings Day event again? Yes, I would. I learned so much. I think I grew as a violinist. So, thank you for watching this journey with me. I hope the video is not too long because I would like to honor your time. Thanks again for watching. Bye! Oh, you made it to the end of the video. It's quite an achievement. I'll pat you on the back. Pat. Yeah, please feel free. Give me some comments, tips. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. Just kind of a doofer, I guess. Yeah, thank you again. And you know what to do if you enjoyed the video. Bye for now.